This is SatTV, Brian Dolby reporting from the Casbah event at the Shangri-La Hotel in Singapore, where I'm delighted to be joined by Simon Twiston-davies, the CEO. Simon, we've got a fantastic turnout again this year, probably even more than last year.
I think we're about 15 to 20% up on last year. Fact is that the market has been extremely strong in the Asia Pacific for the last 12 months, and we are benefiting from that. There is a great deal of opportunity out there, optimism about the satellite services sector, and also about the media sector as a whole. And while the rest of the world has been wrestling with one or two issues, here we've had a really good uptick in enthusiasm for the marketplace.
What are the main trends you see are happening out here in Asia?
I think one of the things that we're seeing is certainly digitization of all types of video content distribution is having a profound effect on, yes, the investment cycle, but also on the amount that the consumer is willing to pay, provided he is delivered with a quality service. Now, of course, there are big issues in Asia with regards to revenue leakage, and that is not going away. But at the same time, the demand curve for services is even outstripping the revenue leakage. That is playing back through the distribution networks, and especially, I think, through satellite services, which are being backhauled into the marketplace. And then, at the same time, we are seeing outward play, and that's one of the things that has changed, I think, in 12 months. There is more television going from Asia to the European market, from Asia into the US market, and we tend to underplay that backhaul or I don't know, what is it, front haul distribution.
Yeah. So you're keeping yourselves very busy. What are some of the initiatives that you're involved with at the moment?
Well, casbaa as an organisation has been working with governments across the region. We've spent a lot of time in Vietnam, in India, in Taiwan, in Indonesia in the last 6 months. The year has been intensely busy. We've had one or two issues in Singapore as well, where there's been some interventions into the market that we've had to respond to. Our friends in Indonesia are always looking for more advice, more input. The same for India, which is a booming market for television. Satellite services are being negotiated for landing rights via third parties, i.e. ISRO, but there's a lot happening there. We are engaged with dealing with all of those issues, larded with the implications of digitization and digital distribution. Each regulator is looking for more advice, more input. Sometimes it's quite an exhausting exercise, I must say.
But it's great that you're valued and you're always being asked for that advice.
Absolutely. A recognition by governments that industry can play a role in giving input into the market is hugely important. So we run events in order to create profile for ourselves. We distribute reports on particular markets. They are often they're delivered there for our member organizations, but in fact they have an objective, which is to open the eyes of the regulator about what is happening in his own market and some of the implications of miscuing some of the regulatory decisions that are handed down. As an industry, we are getting a better hearing, and I think we are making a slight change. I'm not going to profound change would be somewhat beyond our capacity, but it's happening.
Well, I'm sure you're being overly modest about the contribution, and this is a great event with people from all over the world here to see it and take part in it, which again is testament to what you guys do. So thanks very much for talking to us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to talk to you guys. You're the supporters that we need to take the messages all over the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.